Okay, here we are with track 5, pretty much a regular blues in the key of C. Couple of extra chords at the end, just for good measure. So let's go through the chords and then we'll look at the format and the rhythm playing. First chord C7, regular C7 that we've done before. Then we have an F7, same as that shape which we already know. Then we go back to C7. Okay, now this is where we have our extra chords. We have D minor 7, same as the C minor 7 we learnt before, but upper tone. Now we have G7, but we play it in a kind of little bit more jazz style where we just play 3 notes, which is just the 10 on the A, 9 on the D, and 10 on the G. Then we have this little turnaround which goes C7, which we know, A7, same as the G that we just learned, but upper tone. Same as the D minor 7 that we learned before, and then the G7 that we learned before. Okay, so the last 4 bars will be D minor 7, 2, 3, 4, G7, 2, 3, 4. The turnaround will be C7, A7, D minor 7, G7 back to C. Okay, again we're going with a little bit of a Steve Cropper vibe here, and we're going to play on the 2, like a 1, 2, 3, 4. 2s and 4s, basically on the snare drum notes, okay? So when this kind of a shuffle's going by, it's going to be this style, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to do 4 bars on the C7, okay? Then we're going to do 2 bars on the F7. Then we're going to go and do 2 bars on C7. And then we're going to do a bar of D minor 7, bar of G7, then half a bar of C, half a bar of A, half a bar of D minor 7, half a bar of G7, back to C. So let's have a little demo with the backing track and you can hear how it sounds. Okay, we're going to look at some soloing ideas now. And the concept I'd like to use for this track is something that I call repetition of phrasing, and I first saw this done by Larry Carlton. And the concept of what happens here is he picks a phrase and then he kind of plays it in a different place, or maybe extends it a little bit, but the whole idea is building. So if we've got this track which is kind of going, we'll pick a phrase, something like... Now what I did there, for example, was I slid down from 11G to 10G and then pulled off to 8G, then played 10 to 8, then played 10 on the D, then twice on the 8D, then 10 again. So there. But the basic idea is to just play very simple phrases like that, ones that you can make up yourself, okay? Then take that and move it up an octave. Maybe back down. Now what I did there is I went... Then moved it down into the pentatonic position, but this time using that A note. And just did a little turnaround to finish. So another example of that could be something like, you know... And I could go... And you notice I'm just picking these very simple phrases. Move it out. And eventually, as you get better at it, when you copy them in other places, you don't necessarily need to get it exactly the same, as long as the flavour's there. And what I'm doing is to keep it nice and easy for people that are learning this for the first time, is I'm basically doing the same 4 notes in 3 different places. I'm picking the middle part of C minor pentatonic. moving that up an octave and down an octave. Okay, so let's play along with the backing track. I'll probably go a couple of times around this time, and I'm going to try and pick some nice simple phrases and move them around these three positions and show you how this repetition of phrasing works in a soloing context. Okay, again, hopefully what you saw me do there was pick some very simple blues phrases, you know, playing those four notes, sticking in the odd flat five here and there, and then moving them between those three positions, and basically squeezing a lot more out of the musical tube of toothpaste than you may think is there. That's what it's all about. The trouble you find with a lot of people is they run out of ideas really, really quickly, especially on a faster track. They'll start moving up and down the neck. They've blown it. It's gone in a few bars. This way, you can pick a phrase, you can extend it, you can move it, and once you learn more scale positions, you know, more licks around the neck, you can start to move these licks all over the place and really extend your repertoire of licks and phrases and make it sound that you know what you're doing.